Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Jetty Jet Show. I'm Jetty Jet, or whatever you guys want to call me. It is a live stream today. I had to restart this. Things were a little weird, but I'm back. What's up, guys? Jesus is here. CCSG, what's up? I had a really weird start. Sound was all weird. Didn't get my references posted up properly, and all that good stuff. So yeah, that was short. That was short. What do you mean short? Short as in the stream was short. The last stream was short. Please let me know if the sound is okay and or the video is okay. You guys can see everything. I'm gonna be finishing up this drawing of Ryougi Shiki from the Garden of Sinners. Type Moon. Yeah. So I'm almost done. It's almost there. Just going through and rendering things out, and I thought, hey, what's up, Enzo? Thought I'd get I could use a little company. I needed you guys' support because I was feeling a little down for a second. It's not down actually. I was down the other day. I will tell you all about it. Volume is suddenly low. Okay. Crap. Testing. Oh no! I have to start the stream over again. Just kidding. I won't do it. I won't do it to you guys. No. Okay, so we're gonna be streaming for an hour. I'm gonna be finishing up this drawing, just going through and just rendering it out. Everything's pretty much laid out for me. Just wanted to see how you guys are doing and talk about what's going on. This is gonna be a print for Anime Expo, and maybe one of the last streams before Anime Expo. But I was feeling pretty tired. I wasn't depressed or anything, but I was. Ryougi's from the Garden of Sinners. Yes, movies. They are great. You should watch them. Garden of Sinners. That's what I said earlier. But I was feeling a little sleepy. And I needed you guys to help wake me up a little bit. So that's what this stream is all about. We're here to draw together. I went to lay down. Sometimes I just like while rendering, I'll feel like drained. So having a little company is good. Talk a little bit about fixing some kind of, I don't want to say depression issues because I don't have depression, but if you ever feel out of it, it's usually in the morning. Like if I wake up really early in the morning, for some reason it's like the chemicals haven't kicked in my brain yet. You know what I mean? The world starts to just feel a little heavier. You know, and it might just be because it's super early, but I just wanted to talk about like, what are your guys' method for overcoming kind of your down moments, your down moments, your sad moments, when you're kind of out of it. Like, what do you do? Because I have my own kind of suggestions that help me get through it. Okay, do you have custom brushes? Yeah, I do. yeah, I said Fate Grand Order earlier, but then I corrected it to Type Moon, Garden of Sinners. But yeah, I got it wrong at first. So So yeah, in the morning what happens is I wake up sometimes and I'll feel kind of just really shitty, and just like, man, what is it, you know? There's a lot of things that contribute to it, and a lot of methods that I kind of like think about doing to overcome that kind of depressive state. And I just want to talk about it with you guys a little bit. I just found out that you can make a liquefied brush on Corel, and I think that it's amazing. Cool. So, what really helps, really helps, number one, the clearest, easiest one for me is like when you have kind of when you're productive, when you're feeling like you've done your work, when you've completed your stuff. I feel like that really helps. Kind of I don't know what to call it, man. Overcome that kind of that shitty state, shitty mind, shitty shitty depressed state. It's just being in work mode. When you have work done, you feel like you've accomplished something. And for me, before this year, it was common where I'd wake up and just feel really crappy, and I just play video games, and then like I'd just like prolong and procrastinate the work, and it would be nighttime, and I'd have to go to sleep. But I mean, not nighttime. It would be like late. I'd be playing way late, and then all of a sudden, I'd sleep through the day and feel like, man, I wasted the day, and the cycle just repeats itself. So doing daily drawings really helped me a lot on that. Love you if you get it wrong. I know. Just watch the Vine compilation when I'm in a rough spot. Yeah, rough spot. Let's call it the rough spot. So when you're in the rough spot, that's what we'll call it. Vine compilations are good. Yeah, watch something funny. But then, especially if you have some sort of goal or task that you want to accomplish, that might make you feel even more crappy because you're putting it off. So just being consistent and creating that habit and accomplishing your goals and performing your goals, that really helps. But what if you are doing your stuff and you're still feeling a little down? Every now and then it just happens. Like I'll just wake up and just like it's super early. The world just seems a little more cold in the morning. You know, what really helps is thinking about like a lot of the things that you're grateful for and thankful for. You know, thinking about all the things that you have in life. That really helps. Like, kind of thinking about other people before yourself. So, see, I recently tried out digital painting kind of like this. I used some guidelines but had no lines in the piece and would just use paint brushes to make an anime character. It is one of my best pieces. Good job! I just go out and sit and think. Yes, I made it. You made it! We're here. So yeah, if you're having a rough spot, I had it so clear earlier, but right now I'm just like trying to draw and think about this concept. I've written like papers on this just like so many times on my DeviantArt if you guys want to go check it out. But if you guys are good and not dealing with it, then that's fine. That's cool. That's good. Oh, wrong layer. Okay, whatever. You made it. Maybe I'll just focus on this drawing for a bit and it'll come to me. So yeah, this is it's gonna be drawn. This is gonna be done for Anime Expo, and I have about 8 more pieces that I want to get to in about, let's see, what day is it today? 20th. I have about 10 solid days. 10 solid days to prep for that. 8 pieces. And if you guys have any drawings that you want me to do in mind, I'll take your requests. But they have to be from the ones that I've already like completed halfway. I already have the list that I really want to do. So yeah, things are just, I'm in just like super work mode. So last stream before the convention. Super tough. Super tough. Gotta get the prints printed. Looking hella lit. Thanks, Thunder. Thunder, how you been, man? Just going through and rendering, knocking out all these hard edges. How many of you are going to Anime Expo? How many of you guys are going to Anime Expo? Good luck with finishing art. I want the Ren, Saber, and Ruby posters. Oh, shit. Ren, Saber. Oh my god. Ren and Saber. Well, at least you know what you want. Ren and Saber are like midway down the list, and they're like maybe number 13, 14 if I can get to them. Ren and Saber. Damn it. That's good. You guess? You dealing with things? Man. Well, good to have you here. Come on, man. After that one time you got cut off from Discord, I felt like you disappeared forever. It was my fault because I was logged in through my my browser, not my not my account. So when I closed out, I lost it, and I kept trying to find it, and then, you know, just kind of disappeared. So yeah, I just want to clarify with you guys. I will not be in the Artist Alley table. I will be, if you guys are going to Anime Expo. I would love to go X, but I can't. I know, it sucks, man. X is too expensive. Too expensive. And too far away for some of you. Dang it. I will be in the exhibitor's booth. They call it the exhibitor's booth, okay? Not the Artist Alley. That's something I really want to clear up with you guys, because some people can't find me and always like ask where I was during the Anime Expo. Or like sometimes they'll show up and just be like, oh crap, I didn't know you were here. But yeah, me and Ross are both tabled together. Me, Ross, and Cynics. We've been doing it together for the past 3 years now. Me and Cynics are sharing a table, and then Ross he has 2 tables beside us, because you know he's Ross. He's just gotta go extra. He's gotta go big. But we'll be there, and exhibitor's booth, vendor's booth. Why not the Artist Alley? It's a good question. Some people were asking about that. No. So Artist Alley, first of all, is really, really, really difficult to get into, as I've heard from some people. I haven't tried yet. But next year, possibly. And it's because yeah, I feel like I want to try the Artist Alley. The vendors are like the main companies, like actual like video game companies are like sitting next to us, and animation studios like Aniplex and Bandai and all of them. They're for actual companies and larger businesses, not so much for artists. But we do have artists like Sakimi-chan and my favorite artist, actually, does she? Yeah, she usually does. My favorite artist, Ray _17. She usually does exhibitors booth too. These fingers are looking weird. Yeah, water in the way. Yeah, I gotta move that water. So yeah, pretty much done with that hair. Might touch it up a little more, but working on the skin for now. Let's see how patchy it is. Just blending it out. Oh shoot, I wasn't recording. Tell you what, if you're going to Sac Anime again, I'll meet you there. Said I am. Hey, what's up, man? Let's go. That's awesome. Did I see you at Sac Anime? You said again, so obviously you know about me. Yeah, I'll be going to Sac Anime as well. I'm booked for that. As well, just by myself. I might be joined with a friend. You guys go check her art out. She's incredible. Diane Pan, spelled like Diane Pan, but one word. I think that's how it goes. She still has to figure some stuff out if she can go or not. But that one, I will also be in the vendors. Okay. Yeah, so like sometimes I just feel out of it, and I think to myself, like, I think about all the people that like in my life who like have helped me with everything that I've like accomplished and everything that I've done. Is like along the way, like I feel like I couldn't have done it with so many people, including you guys. Like I literally think about all the people out there like who are commenting, like taking their time out of their day to come on watch these videos or support or donate, all that stuff. You know what I mean? Just like putting it into perspective, just thinking about it, like it really, really, really does like lighten up my day, and makes me really happy because I know I couldn't do it without anyone, like every single person out there. My mom and dad, my girlfriend, my friends, and I just think about just the help that they provide. Like no questions. They just do things. Like, I mean, not do things, but like, you know, like the little things here and there. Everyone played a part in my life, I feel like, and it really, really just makes me feel good. It's like sometimes I feel like we get caught up in the moment, in the work, and you feel like you're bogged down and just stressed out. You know what I mean? And you don't stop to think and smell the trees. You gotta smell some trees. But sometimes I just take a pause and just like say thank you, keep saying thank you, and then also say like if you have a chance, go to that person and just tell them that you love them. And it's like, man, it feels good. It feels really good, because if you feel depressed and you can give something without asking and receiving, then it's really powerful. It's really powerful. Because a lot of times we feel depressed because we feel like we're not receiving enough or getting what we deserve or something. Or just maybe because we don't have enough. Maybe something, you know, because some months are difficult, you know. But recently, you know, this year I've really made my stride, and I've taken like a different direction from going from freelancing to just being more of a social artist, personal artist, YouTuber, creator, you know. And it's working out, you know. At times I felt like, is this really gonna work? Like, I mean, there were just sometimes I don't know if I can even continue doing art, or I just have to go back and do commissions and stuff. But no, it's worked out. It's just worked out, and I'm thinking to myself like, I just feel blessed, and you just gotta be grateful for that. Take a moment and appreciate those people in your life that help you, and hopefully I can help you guys. Like, if you guys are having trouble or whatever, you know, like, I want to extend myself. Obviously my time's limited, but like, you know, I'm here. I read your guys' comments and stuff too, so, you know. So, giving thanks, love and gratitude to you guys. Why, painting's so beautiful. I wish I could paint like that. You can. Should be. If not now, someday. And that's another thing. Sometimes like, not sometimes, a lot of times I forget to stop and look where I'm at, because I'll admire a lot of other people's work. And not forget to stop and look at the art, like the amount of work I produce. Sometimes I get so caught up in like doing dailies and don't even think about like the art that I'm producing. You know, I'm just doing it, and it's, okay, next one, and just forget. So, just taking a moment and like appreciating just how far I've gotten. It's like, you know, the act of being thankful, just being thankful, man. I'm telling you, that's really powerful in helping you like improve your attitude in life. Because if you're not thankful for something, then you might feel like you don't have anything, like no one's doing anything for you, and that can be pretty depressing. Huh. My name's Connor. Oh my god. Oh, Ziran, Avalon, thank you. How many of you right now? I don't even know how many people are watching, but there's a red dot on her boob. There is? What? I'm trying to find it. Oh crap, this one? Thank you. Let's keep going. It's going through. So without some of this. So yeah, I will be making some custom brushes in the future. Not at the moment. Just gotta focus on Anime Expo. It's a lot of pressure, you know? A lot of pressure. Well, not so much pressure compared to Fanime. Fanime was like all or nothing. There's a red dot on her boob, FY. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. These knuckles appear a little weird. This one comes out this way. This one comes out this way. That's the palm. Let's just shave this part out. That's a little weird. That's good there. I feel like this knuckle should be right back here. By the look of that thumb. That's there, and all of them have to go back slightly. Yeah. That knuckle is that thumb knuckle is screwing it up for everybody. Let's figure that thumb out in a second here. Starting it over. Don't really need that thumb actually. The thumb, it looks cool like this. I put it there to help kind of a direction. It creates a nice direction for. Let's remove this knuckle. Let's remove that knuckle. Yeah, I think that was that's what's kind of screwing it up. Okay. This is the little pinky. Let's just erase all of them. Okay, start again. This would be the other outside. Sometimes I'll just squint so hard. I'll be sitting here squinting so hard that I feel like my eyes get blurrier because I'm squinting. Does that happen to you guys? It's like squint, and just like eventually my vision just goes away. It's like you asked for it. You wanted to see blurry. This is a mess. His hand is a mess. No, those are fine. This was okay. What up, Daisuke Uchiha? So paint before inking. You should get sponsored button. I'd sponsor right away because you really deserve it. Oh my god. Thank you. Sponsor. Thanks. I got a sponsor. I'm not sure what that is. But thank you. My mind is telling me just like literally just redraw this hand over and save yourself the trouble, because I keep fighting myself. Like, all these problems just go away, Jet, if you just stop painting and actually draw the hand in there. It's the knuckle. Very stubborn, so stubborn. This knuckle goes here, this knuckle goes there, knuckle there. Okay, nice arc there. This would be the knuckle for this one. That would mean the finger itself should bend here. I feel like, yeah, right there. No need to thank me. Hi. No, you're awesome. There we go. Yes. So, just solving that one little issue, I think, really helped. Because the knuckles, they wrap around like this. See? And I had it like, had her finger like way up here. Yeah. It's based off a really rough draft. And I'll show you guys in a second. Just let me get this finger out of the way. Hands, I'm telling you. Sometimes it's not bad. Sometimes I get hands done pretty quick. Sometimes they're not. Here he goes. Let's just draw over it. I'm done with this. I only have an hour, so I'm going to be streaming for an hour. This one's going towards us. Cool there. Okay. Squinting really hard as if the squints are gonna help. They do help. So overall, I feel like they look fine. Yeah, that could be the thumb knuckle. Here. Who are you drawing? I'm drawing Ryougi Shiki from Type Moon Garden of Sinners. She comes from a bloodline of assassins. That's why she has a knife. She will assassinate you. Oh, only an hour? Oh, well, I hope you stream again more often because it's really interesting to see you draw. I will try to this month. I don't know, maybe I will. See how it goes. I really want that finger. It's giving me a lot of it's giving me a lot of trouble. But I think the greatest thing, the good thing about this finger is that it's creating a nice director for, it directs the eye towards her face really well. And oops. I just can't get it right. Let's go back. Yeah, this is definitely off. That looks like a thumb. That's kind of cool too. You know what? Let's just leave it at that for now. I'm not even gonna think about it. I'm wasting a lot of time. This is what I do. Off air, and then I'll write on my Instagram saying I spent like 3 hours on something. Yeah, I'm not joking. Like 3 hours on like a thumb, or 2 hours. Oh, I'm scared. Why are you scared? What's up, Yev? What's up, dude? Why are you scared? Don't be scared. So this drawing was completed, well, the daily sketch was completed about last weekish. Yeah. Does look like her thumb. That's right. I think that is her thumb. I don't know if thumbs are that long. Okay. I like it. What do I have another layer here? Oh yes, I was like, so if I wanted this finger to come up, it would come up just like this. Straight up here. Like that. Yeah. I think what happened was it was conflicting with the thumb, so my brain's trying to register both the thumb and the finger doesn't know really what I'm drawing. That looks weird. Number 7. She's gonna assassinate assassin me. Did we comment on color at the same time? Hey, how do you approach color? I feel good about my drawing skills right now, but when I try to paint something, I feel like a 5-year-old. I'll have to work, Jetty. Hey, take care, Jesus. Thanks for dropping by. Color. Okay, so color is a huge topic. That can be broken up into like maybe 10 categories. What specifically are you wondering about? Like how to select colors? I feel when Jetty doesn't respond to question in a dead chat with 40 viewers. What do you mean? I need... Look, it helps if you... Okay, I see Maverick. Where should one go to look for digital painting techniques in Photoshop or Clip Studio Paint? Something that covers brushwork and how to achieve certain effects. You definitely can check out my YouTube page. Or specifically, I cover a lot of brushwork in my longer live streams. But my Patreon or my Gumroad, I also teach on there too. But I use mostly Clip Studio. Cynics is really good too. Check out Cynics. Hey, I'm getting okay. So when you ask a question, it helps if you guys write my name and I could see it immediately. I look up, it's like orange, like at the Jetty Jet Show. Like how Maverick, I think Maverick, you did that, but I just didn't catch it the first time. But so color, like when I think we did number 15. Jetty Jet 46. So when selecting colors, there's so many ways to approach it. A good way to approach drawing is limiting your color palette. That's always good. Picking only 2 colors starting off is really good. You can achieve so much great effects with just 2 colors. 2 colors. 2 colors. And they can be analogous. They can be colors that are right next to each other, like a yellow and green, a red and orange. That's a really safe way to look and work, using those colors to start off your drawing, kind of almost as if it's monochromatic. Working with just lighting, light and shadow. You know, it's gonna give you an idea of like. When you throw all the colors in at once, it really gets confusing, and there's just too many options. So try that out, and then also keep in mind if you want like a portion of your drawing to have like more interest, then you can introduce a 3rd color, and that can be like a complementary color to one of the colors, and you want to limit it to like 5% of your drawing. So this is a character from a story, so obviously I don't pick the colors that I'm using. Like I don't pick the outfit colors for her design, like in concept art. But I can draw her in like 2 colors if I wanted to. I can just use for example, like orange and red to draw the whole picture, and it'll look really effective, and also look almost masterful. Like, whoa, you're like a master. I think the most important thing though in color is that it's all about ratio, the amount of color distribution you use. It's all about ratio and keeping things within a specific ratio. One that I like to use is the thirds rule. So if you're using like 2 colors, think of one color like the red. You would use that for 70% of the drawing, and then the yellow like 30% of it. Yeah. What's hey yo Jet, quick question. Any tips when it comes to how to pose a character, or I guess ways on how to make them not look flat? Smack. Alright, Thunder, I'll see you in a sec. So poses, let's see what are some good poses about, some good poses, some good tips on poses. Yo, I'm getting questions. Oh my goodness. Now this is when it helps, when you have a partner, somebody who can read off questions. But I'm using a pen right now. I shouldn't be using that. Oh man, kids are watching. I can't be painting down there. Poses. Okay, so for dynamic poses and stuff, it really helps to just paint your poses small, like thumbnails. Painting your poses small allows you to cover large distances, and also keeps your drawing a little more energetic because you're using longer, broader strokes. When you draw something full scale like this, if you try to draw something at this size, you're not drawing. Like if I wanted to draw an arm, I'd have to go arm, for the whole arm. I'd have to actually build up the arm, versus if it was a thumbnail, I'd say that's an arm. See? So you're limiting your poses just by using stick figures. And you could definitely practice doing it that way. Second tip is, get on that Pinterest, get on that Instagram, and look up some poses. If you ever follow like Instagram models or photography, there's poses upon poses upon poses. They're everywhere. And so if you see a pose you like, copy it. Straight up copy it. That's it. You're gonna learn a lot. You don't have to take it from me. So would you mind doing like a tutorial video on your coloring process? I do coloring videos. I touch on it here and there, but I do want to reserve that for mostly my patrons, because they're allowing me to pretty much do this and survive off of this. But I also have, if you don't want to be a patron, that's fine. You guys can go to my Gumroad and just pick up a tutorial from there. And as the years grow, I will include more and more diverse kind of tutorials. But I always mention this, that when it comes to fundamentals and foundations, which is what you need to get started before you even touch on those tutorials, I'll be doing them here for sure for free. Like this is, I just want to teach those things. Those are important. So things like poses or proportions or anatomy, those kinds of things. As far as specific techniques, like building up colors and layers and different processes, those are a little bit more intimate, a little bit more personal, because no one taught this to me, and it's digital. A lot of this stuff is self-taught. And so I'm not just gonna give it out all willy-nilly. So yeah. Oh no, kids, watch, move some boobs. I don't care. It's I practice a lot. It's the only way to get better. Yeah, practicing a lot, and also I know, penny shot. It feels weird. Feels weird. See, this is sometimes why I don't want to stream live. It feels weird. Jet's painting panties. I'm telling his mom. Don't tell my mom. Don't tell my mom. I wish I could be a patron, but I'm 15 and don't have any means to support you. Oh man, shut up, man. Shut up, man. Sorry, man. Maybe Gumroad. You know what I mean? I recommend picking up like my Ray. You know what I mean? Like, obviously shopping in there, you need to use like your parents' credit card. So if you ask your parents to shop in there, just pick up the Ray Ayanami or Nova is really good. It's $15, and that's like go mow some lawns, like bruh, $15, you can do it. I mowed lawns, and actually growing up when I was 15 I was lifeguarding too. Lifeguarding, mowing lawns, you know, some cash, man. You know, lunch money, save up that lunch money that you get. If you get lunch money or allowance, save it up. You know, but I definitely will like cover a lot of things on my channel. This year has been really tough, so I really apologize, like, for not being more active. I've just been so busy with conventions. I haven't been really able to focus on YouTube so much. My goal was to do like a tutorial a month, like a proper tutorial. Next year definitely will be more focused on my YouTube. Because this year I just knew I needed to get my art out of the way, like have art to sell at the conventions, because I show up at the convention with Ross right there next to me, and it's like, you know, it's just I'll have like, you know, like 10 or 15 drawings compared to his like 40 pieces or something. It's, you know, you gotta also have a variety too. So getting that out of the way now that I have them, you know, I just kind of take it easy on that. Like I went at the drawings hard this year. Another reason was because it was like life or death for me. I don't know if you remember me from Fanime Tet Goosen 15. Do I remember you? Wait, dude, I think I got a new job. So yeah, dude, I think I wish I could. Tetsgen, Tet Goosen. If you remind me what happened at the convention, maybe. Oh, Link, thank you. Okay, so check out Loomis, Andrew Loomis. There's so much free resources on the internet. You know what I mean? You don't have to support anybody. Just like type it in, whatever it is that you're interested in learning, you know, and pick it up. But Loomis, he's a really famous artist from back in the day, like the 40s or 30s even, I think. Like kind of he was kind of like the godfather of like comic book level art. Not comic book, but his proportions and stuff really led the way for a lot of people. Not everybody. But he's one of the main guys. And so his books are all available on internet free. His books are worth thousands in my mind, thousands of dollars. I credit a lot of my like earlier development to Andrew Loomis, so check him out. Check him out. It's alright if you can't upload a schedule for YouTube. Focus on your life and passion and stuff first. That's more important. Yeah, thanks. Shut up, man. I told you I got laid off from Costco, and I wish that dude with the hat asking about running a booth at cons. Yeah. I remember. Hey, you got a job? Congratulations. Good job, man. I remember Costco. Yeah. I remember you. I do remember. It's good to hear, man. Asking about them booths. Are you gonna do it? You gonna get those booths? It's a huge investment. You gotta get ready. Getting your name out in conversation. I told you, getting your name out in convention is quite an ordeal for an average artist. So what about selling prints or art in physical media to make money that way? Getting your name out in conventions is quite an ordeal for an average. Well, getting to the convention, if you're at the convention, you're gonna be there and everybody's gonna see you. So being able to be seen there, it's you just gotta show up and pay pretty much. If you're good, then you're good. And yeah, you'll be fine. And if you're drawing things that people like, then they'll buy. You do it. You do that. Don't worry too much about getting your name out. But as far as getting your name out in general, yeah, that's the struggle, right, for everybody. That's the struggle. First off, you want to get good. Get good. Get good. Stunt on them. Flex on them. If you get good, then you're good to go. So your first concern is just get good. Get good and can post consistently. I'm, as I mentioned before, I'm pretty small compared to a lot of people who are in my kind of circle. I'm probably the smallest. Like, I've been on DeviantArt for 12 years now, and I don't want to take my audience and fans and following for granted. Definitely not. I appreciate everything, but compared to like Cynic, Psychra, and Ross, for example, they're huge, and their numbers are like twice, double, 3 times mine. Ross like 10 times. So it took me, my point is, I'm trying to say is, it took me a long time to get to where I was. And even so, like, look at Ross, he's 25, I'm 32, and he's 10 times further along than I am in terms of just his audience. And yeah, so everybody's got their own, their own pace, their own rotation. I don't know what the hell I'm saying. I can't speak. I don't know how to speak, okay? It's not easy. That's pretty much what I'm trying to say. Getting a good following is not easy. But if you want it enough, then you can have it. I'm just beginning to see kind of the light of day. Making some waves in the art community. Like, I'm just starting to do that. Gotta draw Fortnite waifus. Yeah, if you do that. I was working with FedEx now, so oh cool. So that's gonna be fun. Also to add, I need get my art up first because it's been lacking. Yeah, man. Do it. I have a cousin who works at FedEx. He lifts a lot of stuff, so careful. Take care of that back. Yeah. I think that's probably the most important part of drawing. Is one of the biggest tips for any beginning artist is like being real with yourself, but not like self-deprecating. Is that the word? Like being optimistic, but not like too prideful, too much ego, because those things get in the way. If you feel like you're getting good, or you are good, if you feel like you are good, you got to be real with yourself, because if you don't, and you are pretty good for your age or whatever, then your growth will be stunted. Okay, that's a really, really important part of it. If you think you're the shit and you're stunting on people, then you're gonna get stunted. And how does that work? Because I've seen so many people who were really amateur but grow so fast because they were so open and they listened to advice, and they listen to advice from everybody, and they're willing to take things from the fundamentals in the beginning and learn things properly, versus jumping directly through things and skipping things, and that's gonna hurt yourself. And if you're always making excuses, right, then that's the worst trait that I've ever noticed. Like I've tutored and helped a lot of people go through their stuff, and I see that the ones who make the most improvements are the ones who own up to their mistakes. They don't sit there and explain what's wrong with their drawing. They just listen and do it. If you're making excuses, but I wanted this, but I wanted, but it's like, I'm just giving you my opinion. Like, this is like your explaining does nothing to the drawing. It does nothing. Just fix it, or don't ask. Like, or you know what I mean, or keep doing it your way. Like you know what I mean. And if you keep doing it your way and not listen to anybody, then you're never gonna grow. So it's just being able to hang up your ego at the door when you enter the art world, the art classroom. You leave that ego. You leave it, or you will fail miserably. But I don't know how many of you guys are actually artists. Maybe some of you guys are just here to enjoy live stream. That's cool too. What are your thoughts on the struggle between appeasing the masses, easy way to doing FOTM, video game or anime fan art, and trying to get your own original ideas out? Doing I don't know FOTM. I don't know what that is. And I'm not sure what you mean, quite what you mean by like appeasing the masses. I think like before I used to have that idea, but the thing is like you gotta do you first. You gotta do you first. And study first. Okay? Being an original artist and making it as an original artist, it doesn't draw like fan art and stuff. Doesn't necessarily mean you're appeasing the masses. What if you just like drawing fan art or girls or, you know what I mean? Things like that. Like, that might just be what you're into. And so, in the end, it's a win-win. But if you don't like doing that and you're doing it just to get views and stuff, then if your goal is to grow and you feel like that's gonna get you there, I say fine, and you're fine with it, then do it. You know, it's just up to you to decide. But definitely do study first. Just study art. Like, before I did all these sketches, all I did was do daily sketches. I wasn't worried about like getting my following bigger or anything. I just wanted to draw every day. Like, my goal was to develop a habit of drawing every single day. That's all it was. Like, the most important thing is to draw. Like, don't worry about what you're drawing. Just, well, yeah, worry about what you're drawing, but just the more important thing is, can you draw every day? Because there are people that, for me personally, I look up to, and I see their work ethic, and I compare myself to them. And then if that, you know what I mean? What's your standard? What's your standard of success? Whatever that standard is, just meet it. Whatever level of art you want to get to, meet it. Like, whatever, like, if you like a certain look of something, draw a portion of that piece and match it. And match it. Match it. Obviously, that's gonna first of all, you need to study the fundamentals. Fundamentals first, then you be able to break down and decipher a lot of the stuff that you're looking at. Because if you don't know the fundamentals, you're guessworking all the time, and it's gonna mess things up. You're learning a lot slower. So there is a method to the craziness. What do you mean by study? Do you mean like copy? Yeah, man. Copy. Copy the drawings. Burn the drawings and copy it. Man, am I too loud? I forgot. My audio was really clipping the last time. Forgot about that. Maybe turn this down a bit. Copy artwork that you like, but also copy. But also, dang, I forgot my bass is on too. Dang it. Okay, so might have been like a rumble in this room. But also study from the books, study from the masters, study the fundamentals. Oh God. Okay. Not to toot my horn or anything, but check out my page. Like, go to the beginning of my stuff. Like, a lot of my earlier stuff, I will teach you proper proportions for drawings. I have videos on posing, dynamic poses. I have videos on proper like hand proportions. Study those things. Proper like light and shadow rendering. How to use the layers and stuff for like Clip Studio Paint or Photoshop. I have them all there. See, there's the drawing that you see in front of you is a culmination of years and years and years and years and years of practice of all that stuff. So people are always asking, how do you get good or what to study? I'm like, have you tried hard? Have you looked? Have you looked? Have you tried looking? Just gotta go look. Promise you. And I will continue because I have so much more that I want to teach you guys. So much more. Now, if you guys know me from the past, I worked for Armor Games, great company, beautiful people. I mean, they're just so like very lovely people. I worked for them. I worked for a manga company. It was on furries. not so much into furries, but I needed to survive, and you will know that if you guys followed me, then I wasn't able to focus so much on YouTube and my YouTube because of that. Because every time I wanted to do something else, I would run out of money, and I'd have to find more work. Okay, so now I feel like I'm finally like able to like see the light. Like my Patreon is doing really good. So thanks you guys. Thank you guys. This is the year like where I don't have to like struggle and find work every like month, you know, or every other month. So that's helping me a lot. So next year I'm definitely going to be able to focus a lot more on helping you guys. Help you guys get there. Talk about the 10 most important things. Top 10 rules for getting good at drawing. Time is it? Time is it? Just turn this off and on. Get those skin nice and rendered. Before we started, after we started. Oh, how long have we been streaming for? I don't know if it's been an hour yet. It's been an hour and 13 minutes. Who studies? Alright, if you guys have any last questions, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Finish this drawing off air. So you guys definitely come out to Anime Expo if you guys are in town. And I will not be in the artist alley next year possibly. Oh yeah, that's what I want to talk about. So many things about being in the exhibitor's booth. There's a lot more space. Yes. You get electricity if you pay for it. It's like $120 for the electricity. And you get you're able to pick your spots, because the spots are a little more readily available, so you can actually sit with your friends who you go with. That's because somebody asked me why not Artist Alley. I do want to go to Artist Alley maybe next year, but those are the perks of just being in the and I'll study a pick once on a blue moon, but I don't do it correctly properly. No. Yev, it doesn't matter, dude. You can draw. I know Yev's a good artist. He's really good. What you like, your mangas, alright? Your boobies, your ladies, whatever you do. 2D, 3D. Am I gay? Who are you asking me? Silly. Just draw it. Like just copy it. What you like just copy it. You won't do it improperly. You're gonna learn so much stuff along the way. What I suggest is a really good way of studying is limiting your time. Limiting your time is really, really important, because you'll end up rendering. So if you can limit your time to only 10 minutes. Start off with 10 minutes. You basically forcing yourself to study specific parts. You can only draw specific parts. You're not trying to finish a drawing. That's what makes it a study. So if you can only do lines in 10 minutes, then only do lines. If you can only do composition in 10 minutes, then only do composition. It's really that simple. Give yourself 30 more minutes and then see what else you can do. And then every time you approach it differently. You're going to find things about yourself. You're going to learn things. that you never learned, like knew you could do. Like, whoa, I see now. I see. Yeah. Are you streaming on Twitch? Or it's only on, or it's only YouTube. I tried Twitch a couple times. It's not really my thing. Not really my thing. My community is here. That's why I'm saying that. It's not really that it's not my thing. It's just started on YouTube, you know. I go there and it's nice, but the followers, it's when Cynics raids me. He'll raid me and then I'll have all these people on my channel, my stream. I had like 100 something on my stream one time, like my first real stream ever, and it was like everybody there weren't like really my fans or audience, so they really didn't know where I was coming from or who I was. And they're so quiet. Not during that time. When there's 120 something people there, they're gonna be making a lot of noise. But when the second time we did it, I had about 60 or something, and I don't know, I was just talking about all kinds of stuff, and we weren't getting any kind of conversation going on. So it's hard to keep a stream going, and it's just like, when it's dead, you know. The knees! Gotta do the knees! Okay, here's a study tip. Just do an illustration until you hit a wall, then close it and do studies that aren't related to that problem. After that repaint that part you had problems. Yeah, that's true. So I can relate with that a lot, because I know for a fact sleeping helps. Sleeping on the problem helps a lot. So many times where I'm just smashing my head on the wall, like, I hate this drawing. I actually did that with this one. I didn't hate it, but I just knew that I needed to recharge my brain. Like, it gets tired. And if you guys ever feel like you're struggling with a piece and you're just like, where do I go from here? Or something just doesn't look right and just makes you kind of upset. Okay? Go lay down. Come back at it later, and it'll get better. And maybe even approach it again. But like Ardiga, you can start on something else. Like, do something else and then come back to it. You're gonna be like, whoa, I got better. You will perform twice as better. And this is not even like just like me saying it. There's like a lot of study on sleep itself. Sleep is the answer to drawing. Have you ever drew a story-driven manga by yourself? How would a workflow be from the point where you only have an outline of the plot and the finished product? Where you have the outline of the plot and the finished product. Okay. So, plot, you have the plot and the finished product. I'm not sure what the finished product means. But if you have the plot, I haven't really done it myself, because the guy that I worked for, they had the story written, and each scene kind of already described. But when I do start doing my own manga, like when I start producing my own comics, the way I'd like to approach it is doing scenes. Not really focused too much on like fleshing out what's going on, but kind of the Ghibli approach with Miyazaki. He talked about doing stories kind of organically, where he doesn't actually write the story before he starts. He's just he just does it. Like he doesn't have a written script. Basically, what I'm saying is he actually just storyboards it as he goes, and he'll develop the story as he goes, and he'll go back and change things. And maybe this point the building catches on fire, or at this point there's like a lull and they're just standing in the field and looking at the mountains or the grass or whatever, and maybe they're just like drinking water, you know. It's just like very just like slow pace, and then it'll pick up here and there, and it's like discovering your story as you go. But what can really help is start midway or whatever, like an idea, right? Start with a picture. You ever like do something with a picture and just like say, man, this character does this and that, this, that, and this, and that. It's just your imagination goes crazy off that one picture. So if you can do one picture, that picture will say 1,000 words, and it can go from there, that one picture. So what happens next from this image? What's gonna happen next? That might get you started. You know, you don't always have to start from the beginning. When you start from the beginning, this starts here, it may seem a little formulaic. Oh man, I meant between the time where you only have the plot and the time when it's all done and finished. I'm not sure, but hopefully that answered your question. Nani, I finally made it to the stream. Well, yeah, we're gonna stop the stream in like 5 minutes, but glad you made it, William. Glad you made it. Is that a fox? You like a fox with glasses. What did a fox say? How should I try to balance doing art and school? Haven't been able to draw for 10 months because of exams that are ending tomorrow. Balance art and school. Man, I'm the worst person to ask that question. If you're in high school, I didn't draw all through high school or like middle school. I drew mostly when I was in elementary school, like grade school, like early, like K through 6. And I would doodle. That's how I did it. I would doodle. Whatever teacher's giving you a lecture or whatever, just start doodling on the homework. Doodle on the papers that they give you. Doodle on the side. Draw eyes, draw legs, draw arms, draw stuff on the side. Whatever you like drawing, draw it on the side. You know what I mean? And then like grab like a piece of like transparent marker or Copic marker. Buy one, you know what I mean? Or Prismacolor grayscale marker, and use a really transparent gray to get the nice shadows. And you just go over your drawing, like just add some block and some shadows here and there. And I mean, draw your homework, dude. Fuck. Your teacher will appreciate it. Turn it in. Like this. Like, Miss Becky, this for you. This drawing right here, did it for you. Did it for you. Cause my art mentor on YouTube told me to. I'm not sure if that's a good idea. Not sure if that's a good idea. Don't tell him I said that. Just do what you want to do. But you can't fit your drawings into your daily life where you can't find a schedule. Maybe you just need to cram it into your homework, you know? Because setting a disciplined schedule is difficult. Spent my whole entire life trying to figure that one out. Thanks. Looks like storyboarding should help. Storyboarding, yeah, it's really helpful. I'm about that fox life because don't hate me. Please don't hate. Oh, okay. I won't hate you. I like foxes. Kitsune. The kitsune. We're in the same boat, Kanji. Do you ever feel like your skills are plateauing? I'm getting questions. Is that me? Is that for me? I didn't see my name, so I'm guessing that might not be for me. If you guys have any questions, just send it to me. But a few more questions. I have to go in a little bit, okay? I'm trying to limit these streams so they don't go on forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. And they never end. Never end. It helps. I mean, it helps to have you guys here, but then sometimes it slows me down. So I love you guys. Thank you so much. It really helped because, you know, I'm just sitting here drawing by myself. Now you guys are here. Just can't make up my mind. I'm sorry. Okay, let's read the question. Do you ever feel like your skills are plateauing? Okay. So, no. No, but yes. Okay? So, let me tell you a little bit something about myself. I never really... I was never the cocky type, okay? I was never the shit, like I'm the shit. But I never really was the type to actually like say, dang, I need to get better. I need to study. I was actually the kind where I was always just satisfied with the state I was at. But always like open and willing to learn. But that wasn't really my goal. Like I didn't really... Here's the thing. I never really struggled at art. Like it's a perception. I never really struggled with it. But what does that mean? Did I always draw like this? No, I didn't. If you go look at my early drawings on DeviantArt at the JettyJet Show, DeviantArt, they're all the JettyJet Show. All my accounts are JettyJet Show. If you look at them, they're garbage. They are garbage drawings. But why was I comfortable with it? It's because I was just comfortable and like confident with myself. Like I didn't feel the need to like really improve. Let's look at it like this. My scope or my spectrum of understanding, like kids, right? They don't quite know what good is. They don't have a scale for it. They can't measure it because they don't have context. And well, not context, but they don't have they haven't lived through life, you know? And they can't context. They don't have anything to base it off of. So as a kid, I drew like garbage. I could be drawing the most messed up ass face, you know, and thinking it was cool. Well, that's a pretty cool face. But see, I mean, if like, cause I went through growing up just like feeling like, you know, I like drawing. Like that's all I worried about. And the pressure I think social media really put on a lot of kids today is because they're able to see everybody else's drawing immediately. It's a lot of pressure. But if you turn it off and just say, you know what, I'm just gonna focus on myself. Be like, use you are your worst critic, and measure yourself to the person you were yesterday. You drew once today, your first drawing ever. The next day you did another one. It might not be good, but guess what? Now you have 2 drawings. It's the way you are looking at yourself too. So, or maybe you did get better. You know, measure yourself to yourself, and you just glide along. So like growing up, I always felt like, you know, I was just good at drawing. So I'm just like, I don't really need to get good. And where am I going with this? Well, after going to art school, I really didn't have a need. I didn't really have the need or like desire to really improve. Like I didn't say, man, I need to study this artist. I need to draw every day. I need to do that. I need to do this. I need to get better. Like that wasn't my concern. I always just like, I'm good enough. I'm always just good enough. Like I don't need to improve. It's my improvements just come from just being like just producing, like just literally just working and producing. And I remember telling this to Psyker, because Psyker works his ass off, see? And Psyker Yasin, YouTuber, huge influence of mine. I remember saying I don't really have a need, or I just don't feel like I want to like improve. I don't really care to, you know, everything I need to know is what I know. So like, but I was just like sadly mistaken. I was sadly mistaken, because the more I drew, like consistently, so my goal wasn't to improve. My goal was to build a habit, like, because I knew that I could draw already. Like this is like 2 years ago. Like I can draw. I don't need to improve. I'm just trying to draw every day, because I measure myself up to other people that I admire, and I'm just like, you know what, they draw every single day of their life, or maybe like more than that. It just seems like, how do they fit so much work into their lives. So I'm just like, I want to be one of those people. So the goal was to just draw every day. It wasn't to get better. But in doing that, guess what happened? I started discovering things. So I started discovering things that I never even knew, like just processes that I started developing on my own. Like, whoa, I can do it this way. Or I can go that way. And I start approaching. So I'm just literally just painting photos. I'm just copying, doing photo studies. So if you go back to my Instagram, you can see like my earlier Instagrams. I do a series of before all the fan art. I just did a series of photo studies, and like I said, I was limiting my time and all that stuff. And the drawings, each time I was approaching them, slightly different. Okay, starting with just black and white, sometimes flat lines, sometimes with colors, sometimes building with a wash, sometimes with no wash. You know, it's just every single time I was just doing it differently. I have over 100 different processes now, and I started realizing, oh shit, I was so behind. I cannot believe how bad I was, and how much I really enjoy learning. So now I'm on the more of the, you know what I mean? I'm more on the boat of wanting to keep growing and improving. But I just know it'll come as long as I keep doing it. So have you ever heard about, but I like, damn, crap, we got them questions. All right. I like the long streams. It's good for background noise. Rewatching older ones. Oh, Yev. My man. Yev is a good example. He's been drawing forever. Have you ever heard about artists misleading people about the amount of time it took to finish a piece? Like, I write lies that make people think one is so good and works fast. Have I? Not really, but it doesn't really matter. It's just to boast their ego, and it's only hurting themselves, I guess. I always tell you guys, a drawing takes me about like average 30 hours to finish. Average now it's like 20 hours. I'm getting faster. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just trying to lie to you right now. See, I just made a lie. I just lied. At some point everybody's around you is just gonna be really good, and that's not even gonna be about like how fast you do things, or you know what I mean. Like I never put like, oh, this 3 hours, oh, this 10 hours. You know, like that's not. It's, did you draw it? Like, did you draw that? You know, that's all that matters at this point. Legs are rendered. It's easy. I don't have any social life, so I can just draw all day. Cool. Oh, you have a social life. You're talking with me. Kanji, you're inspirational to me. This is the reason why I'm here. Okay, because you are providing me with feedback that gets me like some sort of energy, and it can work. But write my name so I can see it. There's like a big old, I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So whenever you guys are writing to me, and I see that you guys are writing to me, it glows. See, I can see you immediately. Okay, gotta see. Hey, I'll text you later, Yomi. It was good to see you. Take care. And yeah, where can I find your art? Yeah, post your art. Yeah, I think that's it. Thanks so much, you guys. That was a good talk. We got a lot of time. Let's start this off and see what we got. Let me see the darks. Let's just look at what we started off with. We started off with this, and it's a bit lighter because I haven't added the ambient lights in yet. So yeah, all right. So yeah, thanks so much everybody for stopping by. Couldn't have done it without you. Please go check us out at the Anime Expo. I'll be out there with the Ross Draws and Cynics Designs. I have the number for the booth, okay? So you guys write this down. If you guys are out there, please. I'll probably write it down for you guys too, but I remember to write this down. I think I'm at booth 1630 according to Boogie Monster, my lady. 630, and Ross is at 632 and 1630, and yeah, 1630. Ross is 630, 1632, and 1631. Me and Cynics are sharing at 1632. All right, so I think that's a package. I got so many packages. Gotta build up my base. But yeah, if you guys like this stream, please consider supporting me. I can take $1. Okay, put $1 in the hat, and that will do plenty. Okay, so go check out my Patreon at the Jetty Jet Show. If not, that's cool. I'm here to help you guys still. All right. Okay. Thanks. How do I learn? Oh, that's another big one, isn't it? How do I learn to do skin colors? I can't even get a single color right. Okay, quick one. Throw in a wash. Start off with a light blue or light green or light orange throughout the whole entire painting. Then use a transparent brush. Paint over that color, but on a different layer, using a transparent brush while you're picking your colors. All those saturated tones will be knocked down and harmonized. Okay, that's a golden ticket right there. All right, so really good to see you guys. Please enjoy the rest of your day. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I love you guys. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye bye. Boom. Boom.